Boss Magnus here with another Magic the Gathering Arena video for your viewing or listening pleasure. Well, what I have cooked up for you in today's video is alternate win conditions, and I've got three here. One is donate, you lose, one is rooms, and one is gates. And today we are going to look at this deck. Now, you may have seen this kind of fateful handoff where an opponent gains control of that permanent. It has to be an artifact or a creature you control with, say, Archfiend of the Dross. You do the fateful handoff when it's got one oil counter on it, and then during your opponent's upkeep, they remove the last oil counter and they lose the game. Or you might have seen it done with Demonic Pact. You've gotten your 4 damage and 4 life, you've gotten your 2 cards, you've had your opponent discard 2 cards, and then you hand this off, fateful handoff, and they lose the game. But I'm pretty sure you may not have seen it with Marina Vendrell's Grimoire. And the reason why is because this is by far the worst and the hardest version of a fateful handoff deck. Now, Marina Vendrell's Grimoire, her lose condition here is whenever you lose life, discard that many cards, and if you have no cards in your hand, you lose the game. So I have to be able to hand it to my opponent, do the fateful handoff, and then make sure that they don't have any cards in their hand. So either I do it when they don't have cards in their hand, or I also have to have a Hopeless Nightmare. Now, Hopeless Nightmare is a key card for this, because not only does it do 2 damage, which when they have the Grimoire forces them to discard 2 cards, but it also forces them to discard a card. So if the opponent has 3 cards, then you will win by playing Hopeless Nightmare. If they have more than 3 cards, you need to have 2 Hopeless Nightmares. The rest of the deck is just removal in order to stay alive, a vaults to be able to find your combo, Stern Lesson, and stock up in order to not only dig for the combo, but also the Power Stone helps you cast. Stock up helps you dig for the combo. And then finally, Coveted Valken is the backup for the Fateful Handoff. Now, the other combo that I have here is Starving Revenant and Sheoldred. So another way that you can win with Marina Vendrell's Grimoire, because it says whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. So with Sheoldred, whenever you draw a card, you gain life. With the Grimoire, when you regain life, you draw a card. So essentially, if you have these 2 cards out at the same time, you will draw through your whole deck. You will gain a lot of life, and you will draw all your cards. So if you put that into a combination with you win the game if you have no cards in your library, which I don't think there is one in Standard, then that's a way to do it. Otherwise, this is a way to just get all your cards into your hand, but then what are you going to do after that? Well, pretty much anything you want, because Marina Vendrell's Grimoire says whenever you have no maximum hand size and don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Unfortunately, it does not say you don't lose the game for trying to draw a card when you don't have cards in your library. So what you do have to do is you have to figure out a way to stop that combo, like go for the throating your own Sheoldred or something like that. The way that the Revenant works is when you've done the Descend 8, it says whenever you draw a card, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So drawing a card, you gain a life, they lose a life. When you gain a life, you draw a card. When you draw a card, you gain a life. When you gain a life, you draw a card. So essentially you draw through your library as well, but with the added benefit of your opponent losing a life at every card as well. So you draw through 20 cards, they lose 20 life, you win the game. That's another combo to do that. But there are decks out there, there's videos out there that show that, and I can't find one that shows Marina Vendrell's Grimoire being used as a handoff. So let's see if we can make this work. It is dubitable at best. Please, please, please do not craft these cards. This is for funsies. I like alternate win conditions, so that's why I kind of wanted to try this out. Also, not playing this in the ranked queue. We're in the last couple days of the season for ranked, and I don't know, like 95 or something like that percent mythic. I don't really care if I borked my rating at this point, but quite honestly, the competition would just be too fierce. I've tried to do something that is, you know, relatively well-rounded, but yeah, it's not a competitive deck. So I've got 3 lands, I've got 2 vaults, I've got 1 piece of removal. So I'm going to keep this. I can start with the Surveil land, dump something into my graveyard, and then start digging for one of my hand off, either the Fateful Hand off or the Falcon. We'll see if our opponent is there. D. Baptista. Yes, we'll keep. I wonder if their name is a play on David Bautista, spelled slightly differently. Okay, so we've got an extra Grimoire. Stern Lesson. I'm going to keep that because not only does it allow me to dig into my library a little bit, it also creates a Power Stone, which means free activations at the Collector's Vault and mana ramp towards casting the Grimoire. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to be facing another deck that is slow and is dirtling around for doing something fun. And I'm going to say, so far, so good. And this is an instant, so I'm going to hold off on casting that. Now I can vault, and then I'll have a treasure token and a land. Excuse me, yeah, a treasure token and 1 land, but that's not enough to cast the Stern Lesson. So the Stern Lesson is going to dig 2 cards in instead of just 1 card in, so I'm going to actually cast it instead. Okay, now we'll get to see if they're playing any kind of counter magic. Doesn't appear to be. So I have one of my handoffs here. I'm going to keep that, and I'm actually going to dump the second vault here. I'll probably end up dumping the Grimoire next. Okay, I'm going to vault first, and we can get rid of the Underground River. So the question is, with the 2 lands that we have, are we actually going to cast anything? I don't think so. So let's play the Underground Sewers, and we'll get a Surveil. Nope, we'll want to keep the stock up. That's more cards. So I'm going to assume that they're playing something like Nowhere to Run, which when I've disguised my Coveted Falcon, it'll just die anyway. So I'm not sure that I want to do that. I don't want to give them anything to play with, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass. I'm going to see what they do. Because if I pass, this will be their second turn with doing nothing with their untapped mana. So I'm fully expecting for them to do something before the end of my turn here. But we shall see. We'll end the turn. Okay, Baptista. Not very efficient. Not sure what they're doing. Oh, a very late Storm Chaser's Talent. Okay. So I haven't had to discard any cards, and I haven't seen any. Okay, well there's one of them. Okay, so now I've at least got the Nowhere to Run to be able to drop on the Fear of Isolation. So if they're playing a standard bounce deck, I don't think that they run any counter magic. That's good. But they definitely do run Nowhere to Run, which would take out the Coveted Falcon. So since I've got 2, I might have to end up drawing that out. We'll see. So they have some mana distribution issues over there. Otherwise, they would replay their Storm Chaser's Talent. Okay, I'm going to play the land, and I'm going to activate the vault because we do want to make more treasures. I am going to keep that, and I'm going to dump the Grimoire. Then we're going to stock up. Well, we're going to need the Nightmare, And you know what? We're going to take another land here. And then we are going to pass. So, to do this combo, we would need 5 mana and 6 mana. So this is not a 3 mana to disguise it, and 2 mana to flip it back up. So that's 5, and this is 6, so we need 11 mana. So right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, there's Kaito. Well, we do actually have Sheoldred's Edict in here to the tune of 3, because we thought we might see somebody, some planeswalkers. Okay, what did they dump? Okay, they dumped a Pixie. Hexmage. Okay, so this is an old build of Pixie. That's okay. It's a play queue. Bum, 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 bum. I'm a mite, and I'm doing a dance, dance, dance. And what do they have over here? Yeah, I don't know what this is. Oh, Di Baptista, what are you doing? Let's give you an icon. Let's see here. What do I say? I'm going to say nice deck. And I'm going to mean it, because it is a nice deck, but we'll see how they take it. Okay, they ordered play it. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's vault and dump a Grimoire. And then let's not do that. Let's pass. Because we can go for the throw. Oh shit, that's right. I got confused. Momentum Breaker is not nowhere to run, which is what I thought I had. You're going to Pixie. Well, I'm going to kill Kaito. Ooh, sneaky sneak, huh? Yeah, you did that, didn't you? Well, guess what? I'm still going to kill it. That's okay. I don't have any creatures for you to interact with. Yes, you get to surveil and you get to draw cards. And I get to stay at 14 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I really want a land. If I can get a land that is untapped. Okay, so we'll do this. And then we'll do that. And then we'll do this. And, Okay. We'll do that. And let's see here. What is my fear of instant damage? Well, it's going to be Kaito, which is going to come at me for 5, which would make me lose 5 cards if I cast the Grimoire ahead of time. So we really can't be getting into that kind of business at all. So next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. So let's hope that they dump most of the cards out of their hand here. Okay. All right. Do your thing. Swing, swing, swing. Now, they still have mana and they can still do things. Oh, nice. Yes. Cast more, please. Cast more things, please. I think I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice my Momentum Breaker. Just for 1 life, because I don't think I'm going to need it for anything else. Okay, even better. So, we will cast Marina Vendrell's Grimoire. We draw 5 cards. And then we put this face down. And then we turn it face up. And we're going to give you that. And the way to get rid of that, they can't bounce it. You can have that. And then we are going to Hopeless Nightmare. So let's hope you let it resolve. I wish I had the emoji that said I'm on a quest, but I don't have that one yet. And that should be Death by Coveted Falcon Grimoire. Wow. I'd love to tell you that first time it worked, it works 100% of the time, like Sex Panther Cologne on Anchorman, but it does not work 100% of the time. I tweaked and twiddled with this deck quite a bit to get it to work, and I worked myself in some shit situations playing this as well. See, like, this is all like looking for stuff. They took a mulligan though, so you know what? I am going to keep it. I've only got the 2 blue, so I can't even use my removal, but we'll see if I get any other land. I can at least start digging, so we'll see. Uncle Istvan, that's a classic card. So I actually showed you in the first one that it works. Now I'm quite sure that in the second one I'm going to show you how it not work. Combo not work good. This combo, it work sometime. It work not all time. Oh, that's an interesting play, I guess. Yeah, I guess you really want a 2/2, huh? Cool stuff here, huh? Yeah. Well, I guess we'll get rid of that. We've got 2 other pieces of removal. I am playing 24 lands here. Plus I've got some mana acceleration-y type stuff as well. But look at this, another bounce deck. I think I'm going to have some vastly different results with Uncle Istvan. I'll tell you that. Fuck. That's not a land. Next. Yeah, guess what? We're going to discard another card. Yep. That's like Newmont the Nummy says. Kenji, that's magic, baby. Yeah, I played this quite a few times, which is why I kind of already had the opinion that, not necessarily tier 1, 2, or 3, or 4 type deck, because, I mean, there were games where, like, I drew through half my deck and never saw the Grimoire. Like, all 4 of them were in the bottom 20 of the 60. And I mean, that's just what happens. There was another one where I got 17 lands out of the 24 lands. I mean, obviously, I lost both of those, right? Like I'm going to lose here. Okay, I get to do some interaction. Isn't that fun? Well, I guess we'll just kill something. Makes me wish that I had been so dumb to get rid of the edict, because Kaito is going to eat my lunch. I mean, as much as I want to dump this because it's so freaking far away, I mean, it literally is like one of 4 pieces that the whole deck is based around that, I really can't afford to get rid of it because I can't get it back, right? I mean, I can definitely get rid of the handoff because I have Coveted Falcons as well. But, I mean, it doesn't fucking matter here. So, I wish I could give you a good game, but what I can give you is a lands. Am I right? There you go, Uncle Istvan. Now you see. No, I didn't have fun. What kind of an asinine question is that? When you get mana borked, did you have fun when I kept all your mana from you? Did you have fun when you improperly didn't mulligan? Yeah, I know. It looked like I should keep it. What am I supposed to say? I wasn't part of the Arena Championship today. I'm not Paul Cheon. Not a top 250 limited player. Okay, let's see. 2 vaults. 2 forms of swappage. They go first. Imperial Pimp 17. Let's give it a shot. Next, Undercity Sewers. Let's dig. Gloom Lake Verge. You know what? Guess what? I'm going to keep it. Yeah. Normally, when you do surveil lands, you dump lands into the bin, right? Because you're searching for something that you really need. But guess what? I think I need lands. So, I'm not going to dump it. How you like me now? Okay, we're going to vault because we need to get to it. Okay. So they named Elf. And they played a Wildborn Preserver. So Elf Tribal is what I'm seeing here. Elf Ball. And me without any kind of wrath. Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay, so we will dig. And we will dump. And then we'll kill that one. And live to fight another day. Another Dwynen's Elite means another elf token. Cool. We will vault. That's a land. We want to keep that. I like the handoff better. It's 4 mana. They're not going to counter anything. This is 5 mana. So you go right into the toilet. And, you know, I don't really care who goes away, but somebody's got to go away. So sacrifice a non-token. One of the elites goes. Live to fight another day. Next, end turn. Okay, so this combination is 6 and 4 is 10 mana. So we are now at 6 mana and barely surviving. But it seems like they might be having some mana troubles. Okay, so let's surveil first. Ooh, stock up. I think I want that. Okay, we will activate ability. I will take the stock up. I'm going to discard the land that does not come into play. Untapped. And then I'll say next. So we're at 8 mana now. I don't know if you can hear that spraying sound, but that is me with a water spray bottle and my idiot cat, who keeps messing with the cords. Elvish Archdruid. Yeah, that's definitely a more problematic creature that definitely I want to kill. Glad I saved that, huh? Look at me. I'm wearing my smart pants today. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this needs 10. So can I survive another 2 turns? Well, let's see here. Stern Lesson. Let's do that. So I'm going to discard the stock up that I held on to before, because now I have a land and I have another go for the throat. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The problem is I can give this to them now and I will draw cards off of the Fateful Handoff, but I don't have any of my Hopeless Nightmares. Okay. Another Elf Lord. Pass to attackers. Go for the throat, the Elf Lord. And I survived to fight another day. Oh, that is a bonus that you cast something else. Okay, well let's do this thing here. Marina Vendrell's Grimoire, cast it, draw 5 cards. Yes, Hopeless Nightmares aplenty. And then we will Fateful Handoff, auto pay, and yes, there is a... Oh no, wait, that doesn't work. Does it? Yes, it does. Let's see here. That is it. They can have up to 3 cards. So, there you go. Okay, according to you all, it worked 2 out of 3 times. Let's just keep it at that. But it's definitely not that good. Okay, so let's take a look at the deck here. Let's lay it out. We've got Hopeless Nightmare. That's part of our win condition. This gets rid of 3 cards from somebody's hand once they've got the Grimoire, because when you lose life, discard that many cards. You lose 2 life, that's discard 2. The card also says discard a card, so that's 3. Cut down, go for the throw. Momentum Breaker, Nowhere to Run, Sheldred's Edict, all part of the early Stay Alive removal package. Collector's Vault, Stern Lesson, Stock Up are there to dig for the combo. Some combination of Fateful Handoff and Coveted Falcon to trade out the Marina Vendrell's Grimoire. Mana. That's it. That's the deck. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a great one. Do all the YouTube things if you like. Subscribe, comment on it. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you'd like me to see me do next time. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.